Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lena and I make college and book related content here on YouTube, and today is a college day in my life, first day of school or classes edition. It is 7:55 in the morning. I got up this morning. I have class at 8:30, so I don't have a lot of time to talk because I need to get to Dana so I can have some breakfast. But I have 4 classes today, starting at 8:30 and ending at 8:30 p.m. So 12 hours of classes with a couple breaks here and there. If you're new to this channel, I am an English literature and Francophone studies major, so most of my classes are related to those 2 fields of studies with a random elective thrown into the mix. But we need to get packed up. I'll show you my outfit today and then we will be out the door. Back from my classes. It is 12:41. I was gonna vlog when I got right back after lunch, but the vacuum machine was on in the hallway because the custodian was cleaning the hallway, of course. Then he actually came in and lofted my bed, which was really great, and I'm glad that that's finally done. I also learned while I was at lunch that my class that was supposed to happen this afternoon around 2, I think it's like at 2:20 or so, got canceled because the teacher's not feeling well, so that class will actually start next week. And so I only have 1 class left for today, which starts at 7 p.m. unfortunately for me, because I don't love night classes. But I definitely did not get a chance to show you my outfit this morning because I forgot how stressful it is to get to Dana and then go to an 8:30 class. I did not budget enough time for that, so I just had to get out the door as soon as possible. So I'll show you my outfit and then we'll talk about the plan for this afternoon. And we'll see what happens from there. So apologies because my mirror is so dirty and obviously I'm backlit right now, so lots of not great things going on. I'm gonna attempt to clean off my mirror when I get it set up where I want it to be. But I'm just wearing this red sweater that's like high-low. It has a lower back. And I thrifted it, but it's from the brand Everlane. And then I'm just wearing these earrings that my brother got for me for Christmas or my birthday, not quite sure which. And then black LL Bean jeans, and then earlier I was wearing my hunter boots as well. And I just wanted to wear like a warm, cozy sweater because it was below 0 this morning when I went off to class. So yeah, that's that. But the sun is streaming in right now. It is a beautiful day, even though it's freezing cold. I am loving the southern exposure. It's really great for boosting my mood in the winter, obviously. But I have a couple different goals for this afternoon, especially because my class is canceled. One of them is to do a little bit more decorating and decluttering because now that my bed's lofted, I can actually put things under it now and be more final about how I want to put things above my bed because now my bed's at the height it's going to be. And then also I want to do some of the syllabi that we went over today in class. I want to, I think there's like a pre-reading for tonight's class that I'm going to complete right now. And then, we'll just see what the day holds for us. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I might go to the Brewer bookstore to pick up some textbooks that I haven't decided if I want to buy yet, or I might go just chill and read a book, go to the library and print out some syllabi, just random course material. I haven't quite decided what I want to do, but that's that. I did go to the library this morning, as you saw. I had a couple clips of that, and I couldn't resist getting some books. So the books that I got 4 different books. I went in there just to look around because my morning class got out early, and then I ended up checking out books, which I didn't think I was going to. And then I just kept seeing book after book that I wanted to read and that I was interested in reading. So the first book that I saw was A Woman in Salt by Gabriela Garcia. And this book has been on my list for a while. It's highly acclaimed. Everyone raves about it. And I just kind of wanted to read it because I wanted to... I want to read more Latinx-centered novels. I really haven't read a lot, and this one takes place in Cuba with women as the center point for this story, and that was definitely a draw for me. I also just think the cover is absolutely stunning for this, and I'm excited to get to it. I don't know much more than that other than the fact that like everyone who reads this loves it. The next book that I saw was The Enchanted Life of Adam Hope by Rhonda Riley, and I'd actually never heard of this novel. I'm not sure if it's like a well-known book or not. It came out a while ago, like 2013, and it's a magical realism, and I'm definitely someone who is a fan of magical realism, so I wanted to check this one out. It's set during World War II, I believe, and I'm just really excited to see where this book goes. It's about love, family, magical realism, and it just seemed like a really sweet book to me. The next book I got was Yellow Wife by, I'm gonna pronounce her name wrong, Sadika Johnson, or Sedika Johnson, one or the other maybe, or neither. I've heard so much about this book. I've heard that this is an essential read. It is more of a recent release, maybe 2020 or 2021. Let's see, 2021. I've heard so many good things about this book. I picked this book up because I think it's going to be one of my Black History Month reads because it is a historical fiction novel set during the 19th century in the United States. So this is during the slavery era of the United States. And I've just heard it's a really, really powerful read. So I'm looking forward to reading this in February. And then the last book that I checked out was Happiness by Amiata Forna. And I actually went to an author's talk or writer series for this author my freshman year of college, and this was the book that she was talking about, and I've had it on my TBR ever since, and I really wanted to read it because she read excerpts from it, and I was really intrigued by her writing style. And so I also want to read this during a Black History Month as well because I just found her personal story very fascinating, as well as her identity as a writer to be really incredible and inspiring. So I'm excited to read this as well in the month of February. I would read it sooner, but to be honest, I have too many books to read. I shouldn't have gone to the library to check out more books because I have more than enough books in my room that I haven't read yet. Why do I think I'm gonna have time to read these books when all of my classes are reading based, when I'm taking 3 English classes, a French class on the modern French novel, and a constitutional law class? You tell me, I don't know. So for one of my classes, I guess I might as well just go over the classes I'm taking. So I'm taking a total of 5 classes, which is considered overloading here at St. Lawrence University. I have typically overloaded every semester that I possibly can just because I want to get as many classes as I can for what I'm paying for my college education, and usually taking 4 classes, like there's always another one I want to be taking, so I might as well take 5. Because so far I have been able to handle it. The summer was a bit dicey just because it was a condensed semester, so the classes were longer and more frequent, and that was a little tough. So don't recommend overloading in a condensed semester, but normal semesters are usually fine.
So I am taking 3 English Lit classes, which I think I mentioned earlier. I am taking an author's study course, which is an upper level English course focused on J.K. Rowling, otherwise known as the Harry Potter class. Why is J.K. Rowling the author's study? Like, why was she the author chosen? Honestly, I don't know. I think our professor is obsessed with Harry Potter, and so that's just how that's going to play out. Because when I went to class this morning, that's my first class of the day, the professor is very much in love with Harry Potter and the wizarding world, which is great. I love Harry Potter too, but maybe not that much. And then my next upper level English course that I'm going to be taking is medieval drama, which is on Monday nights only, so I won't have that class until next week. And that is basically focused on plays written during the medieval time period in England, even though England wasn't technically called England at the time. And that will be a really interesting class. It's also a really small class. There's only about 5 of us in there, give or take, after ad drop period ends. So that's my other upper level English course. And then I'm taking a lower level English course, which is American literature, which is why I have all of these books. If you watch my summer vlogs, you'll know that I took Brit Lit, so I had to buy all of these books for British literature, and now I own them for American literature. Only these 3 were required, because it's the second half of American literature from 1865 on. However, there was a special deal to get these other 2. I always order my books from actually W.W. Norton because I love Norton. And there was a chance to get the other 2 in the series, the first 2, for like a special price. So I decided to do that because I have the full set for British literature 9th edition. And if I bought those 2 books, I'd have the full set 9th edition American literature, and like my heart and my English literature loving self just needed that in my life. So yes, it was not necessary. I definitely splurged a little bit, but I just wanted to have both full sets in my library that I will have hopefully one day in my home. But yeah, that's my 3rd English course, and then I'm taking a Le Roman Contemporain, contemporary French novel to be specific, and that was my 2nd class this morning. And that class is completely in French. We're reading 7 different novels written in the 20th and 21st centuries. So I'm really excited to read those. Then my last class that I'm going to be taking tonight is constitutional law, which is obviously not related to either of my majors, but it is related to my interests. And that is kind of like a mock undergrad version of what the class could be like in law school. Con law is a law school course as well. And we're going to just be reading a lot of Supreme Court cases and doing a lot of governmental based kind of things. So that is also very exciting. So that will be tonight. But those are the 5 classes I'm taking this semester. So as I said, they're very much all reading based, lots of reading going on. I kind of knew that was going to happen just based on the majors that I chose and also my interests. That's all I wanted to say for now. I think I'll do like a final review of my classes either tomorrow after I've had my con law class, or maybe I'll just wait until next week when I've actually taken all of my classes, because I usually like to do a little review of how I feel about all my different courses that I'm taking, but I will check in with you all later. Okay, so I just did a little bit of decorating, as you can kind of see back there on the wall, for about like an hour, and then I just kind of did nothing for some time after that. I am so exhausted right now, and I also feel extremely like discombobulated and kind of out of control. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go in my planner and write down my homework. Then I'm going to do the reading for tonight's class because it's about 3 o'clock. And then I might take a nap just because I haven't been sleeping well the past few nights because I'm still getting used to sleeping here. Also, I changed my outfit into just a t-shirt because it was getting way too hot in the sweater in this room, because this room is like easily minimum 70 degrees, which is just too hot. And that's that. I'm going to do the work on that. And then I also remembered that I have a 9 p.m. CA team meeting tonight, so I have to go to that right after class. And if I have any free time from now until class, I'll probably just read a book, chill out, and we'll go from there.
is now clean, as you can tell. I am going to supper, and then after that I will be headed to class, and then team time, and I will catch up with you at some point.